Yo, what is up? It's Cav PJ. I hope you're having a good day. We back with another vid, man. Oh my days. Back with another vid. The Luka Era begins in LA. Now, I'm sure everyone's watched the game by now, seen the highlights. He had an okay debut, but let's suss out what Scapatak has got to say on this video. So we are going to be reacting to it. Let's get it. Let's go.
A week now since Luka Doncic was traded out of Dallas, literal trade shocker of the century by Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison.
No, on a serious note, we definitely understand the magnitude of what just transpired.
And
Do you,
finally,
bruh?
Luka actually got on the court last night to make his much anticipated Lakers debut.
From Slovenia, Luka Doncic.
But once I stepped on the court, it was fun, and just being out there again felt amazing.
While he looked predictably rusty, scoring just 14 points on 5 of 14 shooting in only 24 minutes, the Lakers would keep on rolling, getting the 132-113 win over the hapless Utah Jazz. After the game, Luka was all smiles and thankful for the large amount of love and support from the fans.
Big support. Like I said, when I was introduced, everybody was cheering. Appreciate the Lakers putting all my jerseys out. It was unbelievable to do that, and I really appreciate it.
But, well, kind of a lot has happened in the last week to get us here. For both teams, that is. Luka and AD were both introduced to their new respective media and fans, and while both said the right things, Luka initially looked less than thrilled to be there. And, of course, neither guy actually played initially, as both were attending to injuries, Luka's calf, which has sidelined him since Christmas, and AD's abdomen. So, yeah, while Luka finally got back on the court and seemed thrilled to be there.
Yeah, the moment I stepped on court, the moment there was a jump ball, the moment we start playing, I told to myself, this is what I do, this is what I enjoy most doing, so that was the moment.
Things are already predictably falling to absolute shit for the Mavericks, as they are beefing up security amid several death threats to Nico
Yeah, I gotta
Harrison.
pause here, bro. Because imagine getting death threats. Like, Nico Harrison is getting, like, actual death threats because of this trade. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, if I was a Mavs fan, I would be honestly, like, on that level. Because my love for SGA and the Thunder, like, if Presti ever did that to Shea, bro, I'm flying over to OKC myself. And I'm gonna have a chat with Sam Presti because, man, yeah. But obviously, Presti would never do that, though. So I understand the frustration of the Mavs fans, bro. Like, this might be worse than some historical events that has happened in the past, I feel like,
Now, there are ongoing protests outside of the arena in the wake of the trade. Fire Nico! And the Mavericks are now also ejecting fans from within the arena, like the one who mouthed "Fire Nico" on the Jumbotron last night. Now, when Davis ultimately did get on the floor in the team's 116-105 win against Houston on Saturday, AD was looking dominant in only 30 minutes because, unfortunately, that is when his night came to an end, predictably due to injury. And though he said it was nothing serious following the game, yeah, it's looking kind of serious, as he is now expected to miss potentially a month or more.
I call him Anthony Street Clothes Davis because he's always in street clothes.
But at least he played a single game, which is more than can be said for Hornets center Mark Williams, whose trade to the Lakers was rescinded by the NBA following a failed physical by Lakers medical staff. The Hornets are reportedly trying to dispute the failed physical, and well, the Lakers had better hope they are successful in that dispute, since they realistically do not have a center at all otherwise. I mean, that is unless they are good, running with career.
I have a... How do you fail the physical, though? Like, so I'm guessing he does a workout for them. Is that, or like they do some scans and things, and is that how they do a physical? Like, I'm actually curious. Someone comment down below. How is a physical done in the NBA? And like, what other requirements that need to be met. Because, like, how could it be that bad that, you know, they actually had to rescind the trade? Do you know what I mean?
6-point and 4-rebound Jackson Hayes as their starter on a nightly basis. Williams, meanwhile, who was averaging 16 and 10 this year in his third season since being selected 15th overall out of Duke, seemed to be a good fit in LA, playing alongside Luka as a lob threat and rim protector. No telling where the Lakers will go from here to address that need, but they have been rolling as of late. Winners of 10 of their last 11 games, which has them tied with the Nuggets in the loss column for the 3 seed currently. Something that hasn't been lost on Luka since his arrival.
Yeah, I mean, the first game I saw at Clippers, I just felt that they're very, very connected on both ends of the floor. So since I came here, I just wanted to play with them. So every game I saw, they played amazing, very connected, and for me, I want to be there with them.
Now, there really can't be much of a takeaway on how this team will play and just how Luka and LeBron might fit based on last night. But one thing is obvious. This is a different LeBron James, a guy who spent the vast majority of his career traipsing all over the NBA from one collection of super friends to the next, telling them all to fit in. Before the game, though, LeBron told Luka to fit out, to just be himself.
I mean, it's like I said before, it's special. For him to say something like that just feels amazing, give me confidence. And, after that speech, it was chills. So I was just happy to be part of it.
And this is new footing for the self-proclaimed king, as despite the fact he has realistically been the second best player in LA for...
Yeah, I can't lie though. LeBron looks rejuvenated with having Doncic. I feel like Doncic is going to add some youth to LeBron. I feel like LeBron's going to be more kind of engaged, I feel like.
Years, the consensus has always been that he was still the guy. A perfect marriage for LeBron, while AD could do the heavy lifting and LeBron could take the lion's share of the credit.
And I want my damn respect too.
And that is just the way LeBron likes it. Riding other unheralded guys to his wins. Funny enough, though, the original super team killer, and no, I'm not talking about Jason Terry, Dirk Nowitzki, of course, was on hand to take in the game last night in LA and support Luka in his debut. Something that wasn't lost on Doncic.
For him to show up, great friend, always looked up to him, a great mentor. So for him to show up, fly all the way from Dallas, was amazing, and I really, really appreciate it.
Yes, LeBron has been amassing super teams and playing with elite, high-level Hall of Famers for damn near 15 years now. This, though, is something different. A bona fide alpha in the same locker room, on the same team, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows Luka is the top dog now in LA. Now, just what that dynamic will look like is still anyone's guess. LeBron historically has had astronomical usage rates, as he is 8th all-time in NBA history in usage and still ranks inside the top 10 in this, his aged 40 season. Luka, meanwhile, currently has the highest rate in NBA history. Both of these players have to have the ball in their hands. So will LeBron be relegated now to a spot-up shooter? Well, for the Lakers' sake, they had better hope not. In an ideal scenario, this transaction now makes the Lakers very difficult to defend. Having two elite ball handlers with that kind of size on one team could certainly improve the Lakers' offense that was ranked 13th this season prior to the trade. But just what is the exact impact this will have on their defense? After all, the Dallas GM just got rid of Luka because of his defensive liabilities.
And then as we turn the page, I think it's important to know that Jay Kidd and I, we've had a vision in the culture that we want to create since we've been here. And the players that we're bringing in, we believe.
Here's the thing, I gotta add this though, because the fact that, Luka can't defend, everyone knows that. But you have Gafford, you have Lively, you've got Najee Marshall, who's a good defender. You've got some good defenders on your team. And you made the finals. And plus, Luka was kind of battling an injury. You gotta keep that in mind. So, why would you ruin the chemistry, blow that all up? I don't know, man. Dallas is really tripping, bro. They really trip. I still can't believe that. Because, yeah, we all know Luka can't defend, but he had others around him who can defend. So, like, what?
We've exemplified that. And, you know, we think defense wins championships.
While the Lakers now offload a guy who was first-team All-NBA defense a year ago and likely on his way to a repeat designation this season before his latest injury setback. So the Lakers, who were only the 21st rated defense before, just shipped out its best defender. That is a bold strategy, as the Lakers also have that aforementioned issue underneath now in the wake of the Williams trade rescinding in a conference that contains Nikola Jokic. Jokic, who absolutely destroys the Lakers, by the way, as he has beaten them 13 out of the last 14 times he has seen them.
God
and
damn.
again, that was when the Lakers had an all-world caliber defender. But let's be honest here, shall we? This trade wasn't about this season, and it isn't about maximizing LeBron's last few years in the league. It is about building the future around Luka, and that ultimately is something LeBron is going to have to make peace with. But speaking of LeBron, if you are still reeling over this mega trade, remember elite teammates is nothing new for the super team.
Yeah, man. So, like, the Lakers, they are set up for the next 10 years. And it's the OKC Laker rivalry now is going to be reignited. Doncic versus SGA, man. Honestly, like, no bias. I do think OKC is better than the Lakers right now. Like, that's no bias. Just because of our size. We've got Hartenstein, Chet, Jalen Williams. I don't know how the Lakers are going to stop that. But LeBron and Doncic, that's like our perimeter defenders, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, you know, and Aaron Wiggins. He's a wing, but I have a good feeling about OKC against everyone. But yeah, that's Luka beginning on the Lakers. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you think that the Lakers are set up for success, and if the Mavs fumbled. It's been Cav PJ. I hope you've had a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.